welcome back to Glory Hunter with me, Alex, and this episode is going to be a quick one. It's going to be an in-between. I wanted to bring you this just so I can update you on what's happened since last time. So we did play Lyon and Bologna last time. We got the win against Bologna, but also lost to Lyon, which wasn't particularly great. But I mean, we did okay. Since then, we lost to Lazio. Lazio having a bit of a surge in the Serie A. Quite surprised. And then we beat Juventus. Dennis Guy for getting the win there. We actually played very, very well against Juventus. I have to admit, I can't believe we had 4 clear-cut chances. I played the 4-2-2-2-2-2-2 formation, which gets us through on goal quite easy. And then a game against Inter Milan where we absolutely thrashed them. I mean, we had probably 4 times as many shots as them there, 5 times as many on target. We had the only clear-cut opportunity. They just played a very defensive game. I couldn't believe how defensive they played it, to be honest. And Martinez has not been performing for them at all, I don't believe, anyway. He's a very good player on the game, but for the past few years, he's not, like, you expect him to score, 20 goals a season. He's scored 7, 11 and 7. I know they've had a partner alongside him, but he's just not performing. You'd think he'd make something from him. But yeah, a very, very defensive setup by Inter Milan, which we've expected for the past few years. But yeah, just getting a draw against them is a bit of a letdown, really. We should have really won that. And then in the Coppa Italia first round, we beat Udinese, switched a few players around, and then again an away win against Sassuolo, a surprise one, if anything, has actually been very beneficial to us. So I'm pretty happy with how we've done. If you've noticed as well, the camera sort of is a different like setting. I've reset this camera settings, and now I don't know whether or not it sort of relays properly. I'm not sure anyway. But yeah, a quick episode. Verona and Inter Milan today. It's going to be an interesting one. This is the side we're going to go out with: Lafont, Amavi, Quensa, Maguire, Guga, Arthur, Stefan, Locenzo, De Bruyne. Oh, in fact, yeah, I've not even managed to tell you yet. This is why I'm doing it in between as well. We've actually made a few transfers. So transfer business in terms of what's happened in and around here. Thauvin and Manolas and Moise Keane have all left the team, so they've all gone. Moise Keane gone to Levante for 6 million, Manolas gone to a Chinese club, SIPG, for 5.5 million, and then Thauvin going to Leicester for 9.5 million. So that's been pretty good for us there. And then bringing in some players, I had a few bit of money left over as well. Kevin De Bruyne on the transfer list. How can you resist Kevin De Bruyne? He's deep line playmaker wise, playing as an enganche maybe, or an advanced playmaker up front. 20 vision, 18 passing. A player of his calibre. I know he's 33 and have brought him in for 13 million, but I think he can probably stay at the club for another two, maybe 3 years. He's worth 25 million already. He's on a massive contract, but he's a great player to just sort of have on the sideline with all my play going through the middle of the park. And then Unai Simon, someone that I wanted to bring in the summer transfer window. He wanted to leave, and then obviously he wasn't allowed to leave due to his Atletico Madrid, is it Atletico? No, Bilbao, sorry, wanted to keep this player because obviously they have their way of bringing him through the academy and all that. And then all of a sudden he was on the transfer list for 30 odd million, and I thought, you know what, why not? So I've brought him in. It says 26 million. I think I paid like 14 up front or something. Potential to be quite a lot higher at 39, but what a player he's going to be for us once he's not injured, obviously. That'll be the one. So back to the side. This is the side we're running. As I said, Arthur, Stefan and Lo Celso, De Bruyne, getting back onto where we were. Pinamonti and Hamuche up front. We are against Verona today. An interesting game. Obviously the Inter Milan game, probably the most interesting one for you, to see us maybe get a win against them. I hope so anyway. I really do hope so. But yeah, this is going to be a big game for us because Hamuche is in fine form, 13 goals you can see there. Pinamonti is in fine form, 13 goals. To be fair, they've got a matching record. Lo Celso nearly banned, but De Bruyne coming into this side. That midfield four, Lo Celso, De Bruyne, Stefan and Arthur looks very lethal. Very lethal. On their side, no one really to talk about. Helder Costa, probably the only player that stands out. A team such as us will be winning this, no problem. Let's get into it. So, I'm hoping De Bruyne can sort of have a little bit of a positive impact on the side. We are, as you can see, AC Milan are sort of running away with the league at the moment, so a win today is pretty much vital for our campaign. Napoli, we're on 43 points. Everyone else has played their game now, so this is the game where we get to catch up and sort of push forward. Helder Costa on that left hand side, and Marvi takes it off him, and this looks like we might be able to get something from this. Defenders wise, selling Manolas is a bit of a risk, but I've got Maguire, I've got Cuenca and Koulibaly, the two main ones. Maguire comes in as the backup in case someone needs a rest or someone's injured, and then Stefan with a good long shot there, just gone wide. And then I have a youngster called, he's injured at the moment, but he's called Zuenka, I think, or something along that line, beginning with a Z. I'll show you him after this game. He's sort of coming through the ranks, so hopefully, and fingers crossed hopefully, he'll be able to do something for us throughout this series. So, that was the thing behind that. As they go close, Lafont with a good save. Can't wait to get Simon into the scene. I believe it's pronounced Simon, but I might just start calling him Simon. Just classic old Simon in net. It'll probably come to that, I'm not going to lie. So Verona, as you can see, the league at the bottom now. Everyone's played their games. We can possibly go 6 points behind AC Milan, which will be ideal, considering at the moment we are currently 9 points off them. Obviously with this game in hand, but we need to sort of close that gap at the top. A win against Lazio would have been ideal. Guga goes close there as well. Going to go a bit more attacking, and I'm also going to demand a bit more out of the lads. Arthur with the corner into the box. Stefan, the physical Stefan with a great goal there. 4th goal of the season for him. He's been playing outstanding. And there we have it. That's the sort of position I want to be in. I've said I want to stay in that top 4. The top 4 is where I want to be. But ideally, challenging for that title again. 6 points off AC Milan. They're looking pretty strong again. Lazio looking strong as well during this period. But I think the team's starting to come together a bit more. De Bruyne, Simon, and well, tell you what, I'm just going to call him Simon. De Bruyne and Simon coming through in the transfer window has been a miracle, because I needed someone in those sort of positions to sort of just come in and make an immediate impact. De Bruyne's already made an impact. I believe he got an assist in one of the games. Helder Costa coming forward, and Lafont manages to save that quite comfortably. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting seeing whether or not Simon can sort of perform in net and sort of make the defence, bolster the defence. I don't want to keep Manolas. He started being a bit dodgy about contracts and staying at the club, as we actually have a penalty here. I didn't even realise. Penalty awarded. We've got a penalty. Can Pinamonti get us 2-0 up? He can. Comfortably as well. Very comfortably. Ooh. Very comfortably there. We've done very well so far in the opening 30 minutes. I'm hoping these are going to be quite quick games. I was going to bring you go through to the Benfica game, but I thought I've got this sort of quarter-final against Inter. It'll be quite interesting to see that sort of side, whether or not we get trophies this season or not. Inter's always an interesting game to play. And also just seeing where we are in the league and the transfers we've made, if anything, is De Bruyne sets up Amavi there. Great ball in by De Bruyne, and Amavi gets his first goal for the club, to be fair. Coming in for the injured, suspended Lombardo, should I say. Guga gets tackled, a bit of a back heel, just pinged around a bit. De Bruyne with the orange hair, you can find him anywhere in the game now. And Amavi with a nice little tidy header into the bottom right-hand corner, very, very nice. But yeah, I'm hoping De Bruyne now sort of bolsters this midfield. 3-0. We've been playing pretty well against a couple of teams at the moment. Lazio, we could have done with a better team against Lazio, I think. I just approached that game a bit wildly. But yeah, I'm happy with how the team's looking now. I think this is the strongest side that I could have made at Napoli, I think. De Bruyne, well, there you go, Arthur with the 4th. The midfield itself, De Bruyne, Arthur, Lo Celso, Lecoq, Stefan, there's just 6. I don't even think I need Henderson or Doumbia anymore, but they're just good squad players to sort of have in the background. I've got Simon now, I've got Lafont, who's sort of experienced, but I can also play Alvagrady. I think that's his name, Alvagrady? He's on the bench? Alvagrady, sorry. I don't know where I got that from. Alvagrady. So I've got players in every position now. I've got the wing backs backed up, so I've got Guga and Lombardo playing the main ones, and then I've got Calabria and Amavi, who's on the pitch at the moment. And then I've got Geifer up front with Pinamonti and Himuche, obviously. So I'm pretty happy with how deep the squad goes. I'm very happy with how deep the squad goes. Probably could do with one more centre-back. Whether or not I make that signing, I don't know, but I doubt I will. But it just means that when I'm going into a game now, I'm confident. Like, a few games, like against Inter Milan, for example, and Lazio, I've gone into these sort of games thinking, can we get a draw? I want to be able to go there and say, you know what, we're going to give it to them, and we're going to probably, the least they're going to come out with is a draw, so to speak. So I'm hoping to see sort of advancements like that. But for now, we're doing pretty well in this game. I've got to admit, I know Verona are like near enough relegation candidates, but Guga coming down this right-hand side, Stefan on the edge of the box. We get tackled, but can we find the ball back? Helder Costa holds it up. Back to Picard. Can he pick anyone out? He can't. Colpani. Cataldi. Out to Helder Costa. It looks like they're going to come forward now, actually. Cataldi, Colpani. Played through. They're through on goal, and a great save by Lafont there. To be fair, I've got some decent goalkeepers. I can't say that we haven't. We've done well against Bayern Munich. We've done well against... who else was in our group? Bayern, Lyon. We've done well against Lyon. PSV we've been absolutely dominant against. It'll be nice to see where we can sort of progress through. Amavi's going to come off for Calabria. Quence is going to come off because he was injured. Jordan Henderson can actually play a ball-playing centre-back, or whatever they're called. And I'll probably just bring on Doumbia just to get him a bit of game time. Back poster, Maguire, and he can't put that home, sadly. Very reflective on his current form in real life. He was playing really poor, Maguire, in real life before, obviously, this whole shutdown and quarantine. But yeah, 92nd minute here. I think I've explained everything that there is to explain so far. 4-0, a nice comfortable win against Verona. Again, I'm going to try and make this as quick as I can. I've gone through the transfers. It's just been an in-between episode before that Champions League. But yeah, I'll head forward to the Inter Milan game. It'll be an interesting one. I'll show you the lineup, and we'll see how we can perform against Inter Milan in, I think it's the Coppa... Is it the Coppa Italia? It's the Coppa Italia, I believe. I'll come back to you anyway and tell you I'll show you how we're going to line up against them. So, you've joined me back. I think I've fixed the camera. But here we have the lineup I've got for the Inter Milan game. So, with Lafont in that, Lombardo comes back from that suspension. And we're going to play a bit of a Pep Guardiola tactic here and play Henderson in the back four with Maguire and Guga. Arthur in the midfield. Arthur declining a little bit as he's getting a bit older. But I think, to be honest, he's played quite well for us this season. 3 assists, it's okay. 6 assists, and 2 goals. 3 assists in the league. He's been playing pretty well. De Bruyne in that advanced playmaker attack position, and then Stefan as well, sort of linking in with Arthur. Himuche playing a centre-forward position, but I think what I'll do is I'll switch these two around so Pinamonti can play more of a complete forward supporting position. And Geifer and Himuche, the more lethal players up front. So it's more of it's like this formation. It's like the 4-2-2-2-2, but it's more like attacking. So it's more direct, more attacking. I'm going to go a bit higher. I'm going to shoot on sight whenever I get the chance and opportunity. In terms of getting forward, I want to get them a bit higher up. I want a tighter mark, but not close down as much. And we're just going to literally regroup whenever we can and counter. Distribute the balls over the top is the key one as well. So that's the lineup we've got. Koulibaly, a bit of an update. I forgot to tell you that last time. He's actually on leave because he's missing home. So I've decided to just let him go. He wants to return to France, but I've let him to go back to just have a little bit of him time to sort of be a bit, morale-wise, be a bit happier about the season. I could have been a bit harsher, but I wasn't. So that was just the type of guy I am. So we're going to get into the game. It's Inter Milan. It's going to be interesting. Lazio have gone through on penalties against... who was it now? I can't remember who they were against. I think it was against Juventus. I don't think it was against Juventus. AC Milan have gone through as well, I believe. Apart from that, I think AC Milan, I can't remember who else. Come on, lads, keep the run going. They've all listened keenly to that. Is there any other latest scores? I don't think there's any other latest scores. So that's literally all I'm going to show you is the latest scores there. Is Inter Milan are coming forward. Sensi with the ball in. Can he find a shot on goal? They do. And they look like to be opening up the game anyway. They seem to be playing pretty well. But so, I'm going to get the opposition instructions going. You need to close down Parry because we know he's very fast. Show some passion, lads, because what is going on? Oh, they have responded, right. I was going to say, just not responded at all. So we're pushing a bit further forward. Lafont with the ball forward to nobody. Lataro picks it up. Parry's very fast. We know he is. And he gets in behind Henderson there. Bit of a rotated outside, I'm not gonna lie. We are at home though, so maybe we shouldn't be as direct, just go a bit more standard. Hit the overlaps and just see what we can do. Maguire on the ball. Can he play the ball to Guga? He can. Can we find a way forward through the midfield? We can't. We're playing a bit too direct. Parry on the ball. He takes it past one. He takes it past another. Can he finish it? He can't. That would have been an amazing goal, to be fair. But yeah, they're doing pretty well so far. Hopefully, we can get something from this. Get a bit more creative, boys. We've only had 4 shots on goal. We need to get a bit more creative. We need to try and maintain a bit more possession. We know we can beat Inter Milan. We absolutely thrashed them last time around when they were at our ground. Stefan with the ball out wide. He finds Arthur in the midfield. Arthur finds De Bruyne. And Lombardo on the overlap. Arthur again. Playing it quite nicely around the edge of their box here. Lombardo's been left into a lot of space. Arthur again. Can't find Guga on that right-hand side, but Guga picks it up anyway. De Bruyne to Arthur. Arthur to Maguire. Right, what's going on? Come on, boys. We're going backwards. Guga keeps it on. It's going to be a long highlight, this. Come on. De Bruyne. Guga. Charge forward. Run it down that flank. Arthur on the ball again. He finds Guga. There we go. That's what we want. Can we find a crossing? There's 3 lads in the box. Guy from the back post. De Bruyne. And De Bruyne with his first goal for the club. There we go. The experience, the sort of composure. He knows his positioning off the ball. Arthur, as you can see, the overlap there, Guga. There's just too many players forward for the 5 at the back. That was the plan. The original plan anyway was there's too many players forward. Guyfer manages to head it down to De Bruyne and the ginger man prods it home. What a goal. There we go, 1-0 up. Maybe not deserved. But Stefan with great free kicks, 17 free kicks. Can he curl one in? Oh, it's close every time. It's so close and you just can't put it away. But yeah, this 4-3-3 formation is a bit of a risk. Well, I say a bit of a risk. We've been playing very well with it. It's just very direct. It's very attacking. So if anything, I need to probably start going attacking. But I'm liking how positive we're playing here. Stefan, can he play Guyfer through? He plays Hamuche there. Hamuche with a great composed finish. It's 2-0 into Milan. We've changed up the tactic from last time. We're not playing as far back as we were. We're playing a bit more direct. We've got the 3 men up front. As you can see, Pinamonti sitting back a bit further back. That's sort of centre-forward role that you want him to play. And Hamuche and Guyfer can just be the ones that surge forward. Stefan getting forward as well. De Bruyne following up. It's just perfect. It's going perfect at the moment, this sort of tactic. As we boot it forward, Hamuche, can he find the header? He can, but he doesn't find anyone. Guyfer closing them down. They've booted it clear. Now Guga, he has the opportunity to probably run it down the line, but he finds De Bruyne. I tell you what, we're pinging it about like no one's business. Parry heads it down, and he just turns the man, and off he goes. Francesco Parry, a player that I was thinking about signing. I genuinely was. When we were going to get Hamuche, I was thinking, should we sign Parry? But his finishing wasn't there, but all of a sudden, the amount of chances he gets through on goal, it was like Martial's got much better finishing than him, but he's genuinely like a Martial type of player when we were at Manchester United. Just really, really fast over the top and just something like that. He's just very good in that sort of positions, but that's not the type of game I'm playing here at all. The game, maybe this is set. We've got to guard against complacency. Don't think the job is done. That is the perfect thing to say to them at this point in time. We managed to get the 2 goals that we need. I reckon we can hold on. I don't want this episode dragging out because it is obviously something just like a bit of an interval one. You are looking forward to the Champions League side of it, I know. As we have another highlight that's popped up. De Bruyne picks up in the midfield, a very poor header down. And Ndombele, can he find a ball forward? Can he find Tellez? He can't. Guga picks it out. He plays it backwards to Maguire, to Guga. Can we build something through this midfield? De Bruyne loses the ball out again. I think he might be getting a bit tired here. Bit of an awful ball played in the midfield, but Parry on the ball again. Bit scared of him. Hakimi coming down this right-hand side. I know he's lethal. And what's happened there? Arthur's given away a penalty. Oh, this is awful. Alex Tellez steps up. Can he prod it home? He smashes it home. Never mind, prod it home. Right, we're going to have to make a few changes here. De Bruyne has been... Well, Arthur's not played a great game. Let's get him off. Lo Celso can come on. I probably need a bit more of a force in that midfield. So I'm going to bring off De Bruyne. I'll bring on I'll bring on Lecoq, actually. I'll bring on Lecoq for De Bruyne. Because I know he's a bit more physical. Lo Celso maybe not as physical as Arthur, but need a bit more creativity going forward. And Lecoq and Lo Celso, I think, probably the turning points in this game. I'll just hit the microphone. If we can get anything from it. We're looking the fitter side as we go forward again. Lombardo on the ball. Can he find a cross in? He's not got the greatest of crossing though. Pinamonti heads it down to Geifer and he hits the post. Oh, it's close, it's close. 64th minute now. I'm gonna demand a bit more from the lads. We need to see a bit more. Surely see a bit more. Wobber on the ball. Back to Cragno. They're playing it a lot wider here now. Hakimi tries to poke it past Lo Celso, but he's got fresh legs and he can't get it past him. Lombardo plays it towards Lecoq in the middle to Geifer. We've got the three men in the middle and Pinamonti tries to go for a long-range effort. Doesn't pull it off though. Sensi with the ball in now. It's probably going to go in. Lafont with a great save. Those sort of free kicks are always lethal on FM, where they just sort of... In fact, we're coming straight from this. Lecoq's coming forward. Can he find... Oh, wow. Oh. You see these little moments like that where you think Lecoq, he's going through on goal, he's running with the ball, it's when he's best is when the ball's at his feet, and then all of a sudden it just goes flying wide. Parry with the header and he puts it in. It's 3-2. What has gone on here? What has gone on here, boys? Parry is absolutely all over us. The player that I scrutinised a few years ago is just absolutely dominating us. Alex Tellers as well, sort of coming forward. I don't know what's going on. We were 2-1 up. We were 2-0 up. Lafont that is very poor from Lafont. He's just been wrong-footed. Should be on his line. Comes rushing out to try and probably punch it, and then what is that? What was that? Alright, we're going to have to go for it now anyway. We're going to have to push forward. This is where we're going to have to push all the lads forward. Counter press it. Knock it over the top. Go a bit more direct. Play it as wide as we can. Play it through the middle out of defence. Shoot on sight, boys. Play a bit more expressive. Close down even more. Don't mark as tightly. Drop off them a little bit. Push forward. That's all the business done. Lautaro and Martinez, I thought I might have ended it there. Lafont with the save. Oh, after saying Lafont's been playing well as Geifer, actually. Distribution-wise, he's been pretty good this game. Lombardo falls to him. Lecoq picks it up now. Lo Celso finds Geifer again. Geifer, can he find a ball into the box? He can't. Lombardo this time. 5 crossing. Finds Hamucci at the back post, and it's 3-3. What a game. I'm pretty happy I've brought in this game now. What a game this is. 6-goal thriller so far, with 20 minutes to go more or less. Lombardo with 5 crossing, can I just say again. Poor. That's just a missed header that's been so poor, and Hamucci knocks it home. Runs over to the corner flag. Good lad. Wobber on the ball now. Aribo to Ndombele. Will they try and come forward now? Because we are going a bit attacking. We're risking it a bit. Sensi with the long shot. And Lafont manages to just pick that up. I'm always a bit shaky when it involves Lafont. It's not really something I would like seeing. Who can we bring off here? Pinamonti's not having the greatest of games. Tell you who I'm going to bring on. I'm going to bring on Sakiri and play 5 at the back, purely because I want to hold out this game. In fact, hold on. There's a highlight here. Lecoq on the ball to Guga. Guga plays the ball to Lo Celso, and they're coming forward now. Lo Celso on the ball. Hamucci, on this right-hand side. Guga. Oh, it's a great ball across, but no one's there. Lombardo picks it up, finds Lo Celso on the edge of the box. Can we get it out wide again? Guga's in acres of space. Turn it, Lecoq. Turn out, find him. That's it. Stefan! Oh, what a shot. What a shot that was. Lecoq just sort of lays it off to him, takes the man away from him, and he just thinks, you know what? This is my goal. Boof. He has scored so many big goals for Stefan like that. What a goal. Tactics-wise, we're going to drop Zakiri back now. Henderson can play just in front of him. This is what I wanted to do. Deep line, I'll have him as a ball-winning playmaker, sort of just in behind the midfielders. Parry picks it up. Can we get it away? Jeez. Hold on. Zakiri's running it forward. Can we find Zakiri? No, we can't. And Lo Celso picks it up. Is that going to be the end of the highlight? It's not. I've just made the change here, though. Lombardo with the ball in. Himucci's at the back post. Stefan again picks it up. Is he going to have another go? No, he won't. Lo Celso... Oh. Oh. That's not a good look. 85th minute now. This was just going to be a quick episode. It's probably going to turn into about another 23-minute one. 24-minute. 88th minute now. Lecoq picks the ball up. And we've got legs going forward. Lecoq, this is what he loves to do. Flipping heck. And is that a penalty? Oh, this could be it now. 8 goals. 8. Himucci. Pinamonti's come off and... Oh! No mistake, as he said there. A hat-trick for Himucci. A Himucci. Oh! That could catch on. A Himucci. Not a hat-trick, a Himucci. Good lad. Hat-trick Himucci. What a nickname. Yes. Well, I've got to check. If he's had more than one hat-trick, he's getting that nickname. And 5-3, an 8-goal thriller. What a game. I mean, it was looking lost. Well, we were up 2-0, then it was 3-2, then it was 5-3. What a game that was. Stefan coming through, De Bruyne as well. What a game that was. When's the draw? That's the question. Coppa Italia semi-final, I think it's the draw there. But yeah, what? Let's have a look now. Coppa Italia, who went through? This is the question. Who went through? Oh, right. The quarter-final is... Juventus actually didn't go out, so AC Milan went through. Lazio went through and knocked out AS Roma. So those two were knocked out. And then, in fact, it's already been drawn that Lazio play AC Milan, and we either play Atalanta or Cittadelli. Now, I don't want to jinx it or anything, but it looks like we might be heading to a final, whether we like it or not here. A game against Atalanta and Cittadelli could be quite a simple game. Anyway, hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, leave a like. An 8-goal thriller there. And just whilst I'm talking through, I want to check if this man has actually scored anything. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Big time I do. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like. I always appreciate it. Leave a like. He's scored another hat-trick against Udinese. I'm renaming him. I hope you enjoyed the video, as I say. But yeah, if you did, leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I shall catch you in the next episode. Ciao.